With the rise of Sora 2 and AI, I see a lot of people worrying about how they might be replaced by AI, where AI is going, and is there going to be any space for influencers in the future if AI takes over? So I want to give you my thoughts and opinions around this matter. Now, I'm no AI expert. I use some AI in my content creation, ideation, in my businesses to help things be a little bit more smooth. I don't use any AI when it comes to my face because I really don't feel comfortable with that. But I know a lot of people are worried about AI influencers replacing them, replacing businesses, replacing jobs, etc., etc. So I wanted to make a video just giving you my opinion as someone who has made millions of dollars online through content creation, through agency setups, and through investing in different asset classes, right? So AI isn't about replacing creators or replacing lazy creators or replacing your job, right? Content right now has a soul and people come to check in with that creator. And what's interesting is I don't not believe we're going to get to a point where AI can kind of convey that soul you get. You know, like people watch my content about crypto because I assume they like my opinion, they like me as a person, or they just like listening to my voice or whatever it is, right? I may give exactly the same content as another creator, but they prefer it coming from me. And it's in that idea that I'm not so worried about AI. Because I actually think that in a world of AI, real creators, real people, potentially real salesmen, real whatever it is, real world interactions will actually be more sought after because people are so used to fake AI systems. Now, that might be a naive thought, but if you think of it like a car salesman or a real estate agent, we're going to be bombarded with AI in every aspect of our lives going forward. It's going to get worse and worse and worse, and to the point where you can't differentiate. However, I actually think platforms like YouTube, platforms like Facebook, platforms like Instagram, right, will be very obvious. Even if you can't tell by the naked eye, you'll know that it's AI, right? Unless big laws change, from my understanding, we'll have to still know that it's AI. Now, in that knowing it's AI, some people will be like, yeah, I don't care, I just want the best deal. But I think there's going to be a lot of people, maybe it's older generations, maybe it's different sorts of people that want that human interaction. And I think that's where the best people, the cream of the crop, will rise. And I still think there's massive opportunity for being a creator, even going into this AI world. Now, I could be wrong, but I myself would rather the human interaction, right? Now, the real money is in creators who own their audience and products, right? So not the algorithms alone. So in my business, right, I have YouTube. I solely rely on YouTube for the views, or Instagram or TikTok, right? And that's a little bit of a worrying thing. So what I need to do is I need to back that up with other platforms and other things. Let's call it Telegram, let's call it emails, let's call it WhatsApp, or any other system you can think of to basically decentralize where your audience sit. Because if you have everything on YouTube, right, and then YouTube decides it doesn't care about real authentic creators anymore, then you might have an issue. But you might have TikTok as a backup, or Instagram, or Telegram, or WhatsApp, or whatever you can think of, right? So you need to keep that in your advantage. Now, I also think that personality, story, and trust can't be automated, which I will continue to use as my advantage, right? So the best creators are, of course, already using AI to scale faster when it comes to ideas, editing, and thumbnails. But it's still themselves. It's still something they've created, even if AI is helping them. Because I think the worry is that AI is the entity, right? That's that I'm competing with AI. But I actually still think that the authenticity of human, right? Human proof or human whatever is what people will be even more hungry for in a world of complete AI, you know, overwhelming view that you're seeing so much AI, right? The internet, of course, doesn't care about your face, but it does care about the value and the voice. So again, tying into the whole idea of people coming there for you, knowing that you're your authentic self. So being authentic on the internet is even more important. Like this channel that I've created here, Connor Kenny Business, right? This is here because I'm kind of doing a test. Can I make a channel, right, that's about business, making money online, but without having to show all of the big flashy lifestyles, we see people who are selling things. Now, I want to create something for you guys that will provide value, right? And of course, I will assign a price tag to that so I can assign my time. But I don't want to sell it to you in this gimmicky way, you know, sitting in a Lamborghini, driving a Rolls Royce, sitting in a mansion, showing all this. I want to be a normal guy because that's what I am. I'm a real person, not AI, that's made a bunch of money online, and I want to help people do the same. And I want to see if making these down-to-earth videos without big effects and all of that can create that, right? And that's my authentic voice. And hopefully that comes across, and that's resonates with you if you've made it this far in the video. So the ones that adopt AI to help them get their voice out there more, I think will dominate, right? AI won't kill influencers. It will make the real ones untouchable. And that's why I'm so excited. With that said, guys, I will leave any of the links down there in the description. I'll have forms down there, and anything if you want direct contact with me and you want to ask me a question, there'll be links down there for you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.